When I heard that I was going to be talking today, I knew there was no way I could have done it externally. Because where will I start from? Sam that we know is like a beast in Yoruba land. The more you think about him as a big thing, he will just come out like So I've decided to speak from the heart, and I've decided to just scribble a few things that I can say about him. And for those of us that knew him and myself, you will know that I'm just speaking from the heart. So this is my history to you. Dear Sam Egube. When I think of you, my mind goes back to UBA 1997. Unfortunately, Uncle HR is gone now. That's the man that brought us together. Nearly 3 decades have passed since then. During that time, we have worked together, watched one another grow, shared important moments, and had countless conversations that quietly shaped our journey. Looking back today, what strikes me most is not how much the world around us has changed, but how remarkably little you have changed as a person. That to me is one of the greatest compliments anybody can receive. One of life's greatest privileges is watching someone grow over many years. I have had that privilege with you. Looking at your journey, what stands out is not simply that success came, but how it came. It was earned patiently, one responsibility at a time, one relationship at a time, and one wise decision at a time. Every new assignment seems to come because someone had seen your work, trusted your judgments, and believed you would be counted. I'm sure the governor just attested to that. That kind of confidence cannot be demanded. It cannot be manufactured. It is earned over a lifetime of consistency. What has always impressed me is that responsibility never seems to change you. Whether at UBA, nor Diamond Bank, nor First Bank, or on the STI PLC project that both of us, worked on together, or in many other seasons of your career, I never saw position becoming your identity. If anything, each new responsibility simply revealed more clearly the values that had always been there. We live in a time when visibility is often mistaken for significance, and titles are sometimes confused with character. Your life has been a quiet reminder that the opposite is true. Titles introduce a person to the public, but character is what earns the confidence and respect of those who know him best. When I think of you, Sam, I think of someone whose calmness never disappeared under pressure, and we've had quite a few, whose judgment could be trusted, and it has just been attested even by Governor Sanwo-Olu, and whose integrity is never dependent who was watching. I can't remember a single occasion when pressure caused you to compromise your judgment, or success made you forget your humility. These qualities rarely make headlines, but they are the very qualities upon which lasting institutions and enduring relationships are built. As you celebrate today, where is Edith? I call her the generator. Oh, she's in your heart. Okay. As you celebrate today's milestone, and mind you, charity begins at home. When your community decides to honor you, that's when you know that you really have a community. May God continue to grant you good health, renewed strength, and wisdom for the seasons that lie ahead. May He continue to place you where your experience, your discernment, and His steady hand will make the greatest difference. And may the seeds, David and Elizabeth, may the seeds you have sown over so many years and so many children that are not eligible, continue to bear fruit in the lives of countless others. If I may leave you with one thing, final thought today, it is this: that the years ahead will probably ask something different of you, than the years behind. They will ask less about what you can do for yourself and more about what you can inspire, what you can shape and build through others. Knowing the journey you have traveled and the values that have guided every step, I have every confidence that you will embrace that season with the same quiet humility and unwavering commitment that have brought you this far. Sam, thank you, not only for what you have accomplished, but for the example you have consistently set. Thank you for showing those of us who have had the privilege of working alongside you that influence does not require noise. Leadership does not require self-promotion, and that a life that is built on integrity never goes out of fashion. Happy celebration, my dear friend, a true leader. And I take this opportunity to also celebrate Edith. I call her the DB, who has consistently been with you. Mosu joins me. She's here. Mosu joins me in wishing you many more years of peace, fulfillment, good health, and God's continued favor. With our love and prayers and warmest regard. Thank you.
Obey Imajuru was in your team, the transition team, for the first step of the governor. And he said he had worked with this very, very brilliant, and you were the chairman of his committee. And I told him, don't worry, I know the father, and he's a very nice man. But you all know, unfortunately, I lost him in very painful circumstances. But so if I can just speak today, I'm speaking for him, who told me so much about you. I didn't, at that time, I not even met you in person. But my son, with whom I was very close, told me a lot about you. And the other connection is about your wife, whose father was my classmate. Paul Tagbe and I were classmates in government college, really. And yes. And when he passed, our class organized and came to the place in Upper Sakoba to bury him. And when I heard today, I just heard for the first time, that this lovely lady is the daughter of my classmate. And this lovely man was a good friend and boss, temporary boss.
Shekiri people will come and honor him on our own. He deserves it anyway. So good evening, everyone. I'll try and keep it short, even though I don't know how easy it will be to honor someone who is as amazing and as special to me and my family as my own Augusta. I'm going to talk today about the testament to patience, pressure, and process. And I'm going to start by talking about three of my favorite things. One of them is pounded yam, because as I've told you, I'm from Ondo State. The second is banga, and that may be why I married my husband. And the third is diamonds. And these three things have something in common. They take patience, they take pressure, and they take process. And I think if you look at the man we're honoring here today, he's a great exemplar of all three. My Augusta, I actually met him the first time around 2004. He walked into the room during the bank consolidations for those who are financial sector people who know about what happened then. He was one of the powerful executives that walked into the room. I was a small manager. And my first impressions of this tall, dark, imposing-looking man, handsome, tall, dark, and handsome, imposing-looking man, were power, but also amiability, because the first thing that I saw that he did was smile. He smiled with everyone, he was friends with everyone, and I think everyone can testify that he really is approachable and friendly. So that was my first impression of him, and I don't think we said more than hello, good afternoon together. Fast forward that then to 2015, when a mutual friend reached out to me about collaborating on a consulting project. And lo and behold, who was the other man? And I thought, I remember this name, and I remember this face. And from that moment, it has been a face that I am privileged to never have to forget. As has been said, we worked in consulting, and that led us to many, many other places. And he went from being that powerful-looking, amiable man to being a colleague, a brother, a friend, family. Indeed, it seemed when I map it back, I've been chasing him in many ways that I didn't know. He worked for Anderson, I worked for Accenture, the better version, sorry. He married, he married someone who was born on the 19th of April. I married someone who was born on the 19th of April. In fact, I think the only thing is you should have followed me and been left-handed, because that would have explained your troublesomeness. That's the only way to really explain trouble. Troublesome people, left-handed, but you didn't get that one. So yes, you can tell that I'm troublesome. So we worked together, as has been said, developing the manifesto that led to themes, and Mr. Governor was the visionary and the architect, because when we spoke all our English, he brought it, as he always does, to the succinct place of naming it themes so that it could be relatable. But while Mr. Governor was clearly the visionary and Mr. Deputy Governor was the architect, he drove us daily in the room. Augustin was very clearly one of his greatest guardians. He reinforced it, he reiterated it, he turned themes into an anthem. He embedded it in the strategy of Lagos State. And then he worked to implement so many different elements of it. People will talk about many things, they won't realize just how much of a hand he had. Whether it's smart city, whether it's performance management, whether it's several bridges, many projects, as Mr. Governor said, financial engineering to finance so many of the things that the government of Lagos has been able to do over the last 7 years. He was involved. Carefully, patiently, persistently, quietly building, bringing people together, reconciling, making them think more than they wanted to think and talk more than they wanted. Oh God, give us this money, this strategy is a lot. But at the end of the day, I think everyone always admits that they were better for it.
Cabinet, that is the Lagos State Executive Council, with Samuel Egube from 2019 to 2023. This is a period that is marked by many as the most challenging period in the world's history. And that is the significance of the commitment that we put into service. For what I'm here to talk about this evening is that of a man of character. While I served as Commissioner for Finance, Samuel Egube served as Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget. And naturally, we must fight. Because the Ministry of Finance was broken down in history, where you had the economic planning and budget carved out of it. And someone came to me and said, that Commissioner for Economic Planning, just make sure you disagree with him every time and any time. And the same person went to him as well, that it is naturally that the holders of the two offices must fight. But after 4 years, we never fought even once. Even once. And you know why? Because Samuel Egube is a man of character. He influenced that relationship very, very positively. We served during COVID-19, we served during NSAS, a period that happened to be the most challenging period, at least in my own life. And anytime we had to differ on any idea or the how to do anything, we made sure that the interest of the state came first. I want to thank you very much for making it very easy for us to do the things that we did, either at the Lagos State Public Procurement Agency or the 30-year Lagos blueprint that you championed, that you edited. Or it was betting the Lagos World Fund, Honorable Sam Egube, I want to tell you tonight that Lagos is a better place because of you. I want to thank you for your friendship. I want to thank you for your service. And as a Lagosian, on behalf of every Lagosian, I want to thank you for your service, and we owe you a debt of gratitude. And to the Yoruba and
good afternoon, everyone. Uromo Wado, Isoko Wado, Lagos Wado, Yeri. Before I speak about my husband, I would like to just say a personal thank you to everyone who's come here, to our fathers in the house, our mothers who came to celebrate with us. We are very, very grateful. I would like to also very deeply appreciate and thank the Urobo and Isoko elites in Lagos from the South region who have organized this celebratory reception for my husband, Honorable Engineer Samuel Egube. May God bless you all and replenish you. Permit me at this point, I will also stand on well-established protocols, so I will not be mentioning any individuals. Thank you all. It's been 30 years plus one on the 22nd of this month of July. And we are actually still counting. I have a lot to say, but I'm going to speak about some things that have inspired me greatly as his wife. When I met him in 1995, he was a young man with a clear written down vision for his life. I believe I fulfilled one of the dreams on his list. Here I am today. He had in him a very strong desire then to help others and to create change in his community, state, and country. Our first service to humanity, together as friends then, before we got married, was in church, where he headed the care outreach. We went for several visits to rehab homes, providing support to the destitute, and he passionately led that. He's a hard and very smart worker. He always follows the rules and is ethical in his approach to work. He strives to always do the right thing and encourages everyone around him to do the same so we can achieve positive outcomes. And everyone who knows him, anyone who knows him would know that he's always wanted to be in governance, because he believed and still believes it's the only way to bring lasting impact to the nation. His desire to create this change he wanted to see started him with attending LBS, now known as Pan-Atlantic University. He bagged his master's degree, as has been mentioned. And I played an active part in the preparation of his assignments there for submission. And this greatly inspired the desire in me to go for mine. He began his career then in UBA and quickly became a force in the oil and gas sector. He served at several banks, again in leadership roles, though his career life made spending time with family challenged. He ensured that he held my hand throughout his journey as his worthy partner. Together we prayed to be remembered for good. So when in 2019, our honorable governor, Mr. Olusola Sanwo-Olu, chose my husband chose my husband to be his deputy chief of staff, I was not surprised, because I knew by the special grace of God, he had all it took to outperform the expectations of him. I was definitely educated beyond words. He is a very supportive husband who goes out of his way to make me comfortable and ensures I'm growing intellectually and spiritually. He has really rubbed off on me because people I speak with, they say I sound a lot like him. He shares very deep principles of life and godliness with me as he's imbibing them, just like he did when he was courting me. Of course, the more I listened, the more I imbibed. And today, I owe my growth and development in business to my husband. He was absolutely hands-on with me every time that he could. He allows me to use his network to grow in my business and markets me to friends and family at every opportunity he gets. And has analyzed that opportunity to be relevant for me. I am ever grateful for the invaluable input. He taught me my first real lesson in business. I remember when I signed up some time ago, as a vendor for the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria Trade Fair, which was very poorly publicized. And so I sold at a loss. I got home, I was upset. I didn't want to pay my sales girl. But he stepped in and he very gently lectured me and set me right on the basic principles of doing business. He helped me get my first big job at the then Econet. He paid for my trip to Zimbabwe to get first-hand training on how to run the GSM network. That began my career as a customer service training consultant. He celebrated all my milestones and achievements, and we call it the Egube way. After 8 years of professional work in telecoms industry, he encouraged me again to go do my own master's. I went to do my master's in 2008 in the University of Bedfordshire in Luton and bagged an MSc Entrepreneurship and Business Management. Wow. It was an all-expense-paid trip that covered my tuition, accommodation, allowance to spend during my stay for about 2 years. Wow. It was an excess at the end. And I came home with my first real savings in foreign currency. He visited me within my first year, almost every quarter. Again, showing his dogged support and ensuring I wasn't lonely out there. Excuse me.